In a world where new tractors keep getting pricier and more complicated, many farmers are turning back to the machines they trust most, the classics that still start every morning and work hard without complaint. Today, we count down the top 7 best used tractors to buy for any purpose, and the closer we get to number 1, the more impressive these legends become. Number 7, the Allis-Chalmers 190 XT. In the number 7 spot, we have a tractor that earned its reputation the honest way, hour after hour, acre after acre, out there on the open fields of the Midwest. The Allis-Chalmers 190 XT was built during a time when horsepower truly mattered, and this machine delivered more than most farmers expected, with power that stood out in its era. The 190 XT could dig deep, pull heavy equipment, and keep going long after other tractors needed a break. It was designed for real work, the kind that doesn't end when the sun goes down. One of the features that made the 190 XT special was its power-directed transmission. This wasn't just a selling point, it was a game changer. Farmers could shift smoothly even under a full load, without losing momentum, whether you were climbing a hill with a plow behind you or pulling a loaded wagon across uneven ground. The power director gave you control and confidence. For many operators, that feeling of steady, predictable handling became part of what they loved most about the tractor. The engine on the 190 XT is another reason it became a favorite. Strong, reliable, and surprisingly easy to maintain. It offered the muscle of the bigger brands, but without the expensive upkeep. Compared to similar machines from Deere or International Harvester, the Allis-Chalmers often meant lower repair costs and fewer headaches. And for a working farmer, that difference could mean everything: more money saved, more days in the field, more trust in the machine you rely on. What many older farmers remember best, though, is the honest feel of the 190 XT. No luxury cab, no electronics, no distractions, just you, the engine, and the land in front of you. That simplicity created a bond. The 190 XT didn't pretend to be anything it wasn't. It just did its job, and did it well. That's why so many people still say it was the kind of tractor that never left you stranded in the field. Across the Midwest, the 190 XT became a symbol of pride. Families used it for decades. Some passed it down from father to son, still running strong. And even today, when you climb onto one, you can feel that same sense of purpose, the strength, the grit, the reliability that defined an entire generation of farming. But if you think the 190 XT was impressive, the tractor waiting in the number 6 spot earned a reputation as one of the most loyal workhorses ever to grace American farms, and it only gets better from here. Number 6, the Ford 5000. In the number 6 spot, we have a tractor that many farmers still call one of the best all-around machines Ford ever built. The Ford 5000 arrived at a turning point in American agriculture. When farms were expanding, workloads were growing, and families needed a machine that could do just about anything, and the 5000 stepped in like an old friend, steady, willing, and ready to work. What made the Ford 5000 so special was its remarkable versatility. This was a tractor that didn't mind switching jobs throughout the season. One day it might be cutting hay or pulling a baler, the next day running a chisel plow, leveling fields, or serving as a loader around the yard. It didn't complain, and it didn't slow down. If a farm needed one machine to handle nearly every task, the 5000 usually became the first choice. Part of that reliability came from its 4-cylinder diesel engine, a design that was both fuel-efficient and surprisingly strong. It wasn't flashy, but it delivered power in a smooth, predictable way. Long days in the heat, cold mornings at the start of harvest, or heavy pulling on uneven ground, the 5000 simply kept going. Many owners still say it was one of the easiest engines to trust. Even after thousands of hours, the tractor's hydraulic system was another highlight. Ford built it with durability in mind. It lifted well, reacted quickly, and rarely needed major repairs. Whether raising heavy equipment or running hydraulic attachments, the system stayed consistent year after year. A big reason so many farmers kept their 5000 longer than they originally planned. And when it comes to maintenance, the 5000 shines even brighter. Parts are everywhere, and repairs are straightforward. A farmer with basic tools and a little patience could keep this machine in the field without worrying about expensive service calls. That ease of ownership turned the Ford 5000 into one of the most dependable partners a farm could ask for. For many older farmers, the Ford 5000 isn't just a machine, it's a memory of long days in the field, of work done well, and of a time when a good tractor didn't need screens, sensors, or complicated controls. It just needed heart, and the 5000 had plenty of it. But as dependable as it is, the tractor waiting in the number 5 position earned a reputation that goes even further. Some call it the true powerhouse of corn country, a machine built to dominate the toughest fields in America. And that's where our countdown is headed next. Number 5, the International Harvester 1066. In the number 5 spot, we meet a tractor that didn't just work the land, it shaped an entire decade of American farming. The International Harvester 1066 stands as one of the most powerful and recognizable machines IH ever produced. In the early 1970s, when farms were getting larger and workloads were rising fast, the 1066 stepped forward with the strength and confidence farmers needed, and it quickly became a symbol of raw, dependable power. At the heart of the 1066 is its turbocharged diesel engine, a powerhouse known for remarkable pulling ability. When you hooked up heavy tillage equipment or pushed deep into tough ground, the 1066 didn't hesitate. It dug in, held steady, and delivered a level of torque that many farmers had never experienced before. Whether you were ripping hard soils, plowing mile-long fields, or pulling heavy wagons out of soft ground, this tractor proved again and again that it was built to handle the hardest jobs on the farm. One reason the 1066 earned so much respect was its long-term durability. These tractors weren't just strong, they stayed strong. Season after season, hour after hour, they kept showing up ready to work. Even today, many of them are still out in the fields, doing the same jobs they did 40 or 50 years ago. That kind of longevity doesn't come from luck. It comes from engineering that put strength and simplicity first. When the 1066 first rolled onto farms, it sparked what many called the red fever. Across corn country, farmers lined up to get their hands on one. Some joked, if you need a tractor that could pull the whole barn behind it, call the 1066. It was a playful saying, but it spoke the truth. This machine had strength you could feel the moment you opened the throttle. For many older farmers today, the 1066 represents more than a piece of equipment. It's a reminder of the pride they felt during long harvest seasons, of early mornings when the tractor's deep rumble echoed across the fields, and of a time when IH Red stood tall across the American heartland. But if you're looking for a machine that's not only strong, but also big, comfortable, and full of commanding presence, the tractor in the number 4 position will definitely catch your attention. It's a case model that earned its own legendary nickname, and it's coming up next. Number 4, the JI Case 1030 Comfort King. In the number 4 spot, we come to a tractor that earned one of the most memorable names in farming history. The JI Case 1030 Comfort King wasn't just built for power. It was built for the person behind the wheel. At a time when long days in the field were the norm, Case took a different approach. They raised the operator's platform, opened up the view, and created a space where farmers could work from sunrise to sunset without feeling worn down. And for many older farmers, that simple change made all the difference. Under that comfort, however, was a truly powerful and durable engine. The 1030 was known for its raw strength, delivering steady torque through long, demanding jobs. Whether it was heavy plowing, pulling big loads, or grinding through tough ground during harvest, the Comfort King didn't fade or overheat. It showed up ready to work, hour after hour, year after year. The design of the 1030 is also part of its charm. It was simple, straightforward, and easy to repair. Farmers appreciated that they could do most of the maintenance themselves without complicated tools or expensive service calls, and with lower ownership costs compared to other large tractors of its time. The 1030 became an affordable workhorse for many growing farms. What made the Comfort King stand out during a long season was its steady, reliable performance. This was a tractor that didn't complain. Hook up a heavy implement, load it down, put in 10 or 12 hours, and it would keep pulling like it did on the first pass. That kind of consistency built trust, and for many farm families, that trust turned into loyalty that lasted for generations. Across the Midwest, the 1030 earned a quiet but deep respect. It may not have been the flashiest tractor on the lot, but it proved itself in the field. Farmers who owned one often remember it with a kind of pride, how it helped them through tough seasons, how it never quit early, and how it gave them a comfortable ride in an era when comfort wasn't something tractors were known for. But as impressive as the Comfort King was, the real climb in legendary status begins at the next spot. Because at number 3, we meet a green machine that became almost impossible to visit an American farm without seeing, a tractor so iconic that many call it the heart of the John Deere legacy, and it's coming up next. Number 3, the John Deere 4020. In the number 3 spot, we reach a tractor that many farmers consider the greatest machine John Deere ever built. The John Deere 4020 wasn't just a success. It became the most successful tractor in Deere's history. When it first appeared in the mid-1960s, it set a new standard for power, comfort, and reliability. At the heart of its reputation is the 6-cylinder engine. Known for its smooth, steady performance, it had strength when you needed it and calmness when the work was lighter. Engine rarely complained, even under long hours or heavy load. Many farmers still remember the quiet confidence of that motor, the gentle rumble in the morning, the steady pull in the afternoon, and the way it seemed ready for one more pass even when the day was nearly done. That balance of power and smoothness is one of the reasons the 4020 remains beloved today. Another thing that made the 4020 so special was how easy it was to maintain. Parts were everywhere, from small county dealerships to online suppliers today. That means a 4020 bought today can stay in service for many more years, often with simple tools and routine care. For farmers who value practicality, this accessibility is a major advantage. The resale value of the 4020 is another sign of its greatness. Unlike many older tractors that slowly lose value, the 4020 often holds, or even increases, its price if kept in good shape. Buyers know what they're getting, a proven machine with decades of history behind it. So for anyone looking to invest in a used tractor that will remain dependable, the 4020 stands out as one of the safest choices available. But beyond the features and the numbers, the real story of the 4020 lives in the memories of those who used it. For millions of American farmers, this tractor is tied to their youth, even today. When you see a 4020 still working, paint faded, seat worn, but engine strong, it feels like a living reminder of the golden age of John Deere, a time when durability was expected, and tractors were built to last a lifetime. But the countdown isn't finished yet, because even though the 4020 remains an icon, the title of most versatile is still challenged by the machine waiting in the number 2 spot, a red and silver workhorse known for remarkable durability and everyday practicality, and that's where we're headed next. Number 2, the Massey Ferguson 165. In the number 2 spot, we find a tractor that earned the trust of countless farm families across America. The Massey Ferguson 165 may not have been the biggest machine of its time, but it quickly became one of the most respected. It was the kind of tractor you could put on almost any job and feel confident it would handle it without complaint. At the heart of the 165 is the Perkins engine, famous for its reliability and fuel efficiency. This engine didn't waste a drop. It delivered smooth power whether you were mowing a big field, baling hay, running a loader, or pulling equipment during the busy season. Even after thousands of hours, many Perkins engines still start easily and run with the same quiet rhythm they had decades ago. That kind of consistency made the 165 a favorite among farmers who needed a machine that wouldn't let them down. Its simple, dependable design also played a big part in its success. The controls were straightforward and easy to learn. The mechanics were clean, accessible, and built to be serviced by the farmer. Many owners appreciated that they could maintain the tractor themselves with basic tools, no complicated electronics, no hard-to-reach components, just a solid, honest machine built for real work. For many farmers, the MF-165 still carries a strong sense of pride. People often say, "If I could only keep one tractor, I'd keep the 165. It wasn't the flashiest machine on the farm, but it was the one you counted on day after day. It was economical, comfortable to operate, and always ready for the next job. And for those who grew up using one, the 165 brings back memories of long summers, fresh-cut hay, and a slower, steadier way of life. Even today, a well-kept MF-165 is considered a smart buy. It's affordable, parts are still easy to find, and its reputation for longevity remains stronger than ever. It's a tractor that can still work hard while keeping ownership costs low, something every farmer appreciates. But now we move to the top of the list, because as remarkable as the 165 is, the tractor waiting at number 1 holds a special place in the hearts of many. It's known as one of the smoothest, strongest, and most dependable machines Oliver ever produced, and that legendary workhorse is coming up next. Number 1. The Oliver 1850. In the number 1 spot, we arrive at a tractor that many farmers across the Midwest still speak about with a quiet sense of pride. The Oliver 1850 stands as one of the most successful and most dependable machines Oliver ever built. For countless families, the 1850 became more than a tool, it became a partner in the field. Dependable through every season and every challenge, at the heart of the 1850 is the Perkins diesel engine, famous for running incredibly smooth and remarkably long. Farmers often describe the sound of the engine as calm and confident, never harsh, never strained. That's why many called it the ox that sings. Even when pulling hard, the engine kept a steady tone, giving the operator a sense of control and trust. And no matter the weather or workload, the 1850 carried itself with the same steady rhythm year after year. But smoothness alone isn't what earned this tractor the top position. The 1850 also offered excellent pulling power, enough for heavy tillage, planting, haying, and just about any daily task a farm could demand. It had the muscle for long days of field work, yet it was gentle and predictable in lighter chores. Many operators felt the 1850 hit a rare sweet spot, strong enough for serious work, but never tiring or difficult to handle. Part of that comfort came from the tractor's well-balanced design. Oliver put real thought into how the 1850 should feel on the land. For long days in the field, that made a real difference. Farmers often finished their work feeling less worn out compared to other tractors of the same size. Reliability also played a huge role in the 1850's lasting reputation, and because the design proved so solid, many 1850s still run today with minimal repairs beyond routine care. That long life has earned the model a special respect, something only a handful of tractors ever achieve. In many Midwest communities, the Oliver 1850 became part of the landscape. You'd see it pulling wagons, running balers, or working up fields from dawn to dusk. Even now, farmers who grew up around the 1960 to 1970 remember it with a kind of affection, its feel, its sound, and the confidence it gave them as they worked the land. And while the 1850 clearly deserves its place at number 1, every tractor in this countdown earned its role for a reason. Each machine offered something special: strength, durability, simplicity, or unmatched versatility. For anyone looking to invest in a used tractor today, these 7 models stand as some of the smartest, most dependable choices you can make. As the years go by, one thing never changes: a good tractor earns its place through honest work. Each model in this countdown proved itself across long seasons, tough fields, and generations of farmers who trusted them without question. If you've owned one of these machines, or still run one today, share your story in the comments. Your memories help keep these legends alive. And if you enjoyed this look back, join us again for more classic tractors that continue to stand the test of time.